Assalamualaikum and a very warm welcome. Before I start, my name is Mohd Shahid bin Sulaiman and my metric ID is 220065447, and join me throughout this whole video as I will be explaining and provide details and necessary information about the sports and recreation industry. First and foremost, what is the definition of sports and recreation industry? Well, sports and recreation is defined as a human activity involving physical exertion and skills as the primary focus of the activity, with the elements of competition where rules and patterns of behavior governing, and the activity exists formally through organization and is generally recognized as a sport, which is an active recreation. Right. What are the theories of sports management? Well, managerial theories primarily focus on the sport organization and the ways in which it functions effectively. Examples include strategic corporate, social responsibility, legacies of major sport events, sports policy, board of governance, sport for development and peace leadership, and the sense of community, among others. Now, I would like to talk about the policy and administration of sports and recreation in Malaysia. The National Sport Policy of Malaysia is a sport policy for all. It encompasses both high performance sport and mass sport. In 1988, there are two components which I said earlier: high performance sport, mass sport, which is sports for all, and in 2009 we have one more component which is sport industry. The first policy is the decline of sports interest among the youth and children in Malaysia. As a result, Malaysia becomes an underperformer in sports events at the regional and the international games. This is due to the mindset among the children and the youth in Malaysia that has been nurtured by the parents, whereby telling the youth that the sports do not guarantee a good future, as sports are not viewed as activity necessary for life skills development. This can be corrected by educating the youth in school or give free programs on the television to encourage people of the importance of sports. Second policy, which is lack of information dissemination regarding the benefits of sports in terms of personal health and happiness, which are rarely made known to children, youth, and adults. By understanding and knowing the benefits of sport, it can lead to reducing stress, hypertension, increasing the mental strength, and get the healthier lifestyle. Moving on to the third policy, which is accessibility of sports venues and facilities. People have been reported that Malaysia's facilities are not well organized or constructed. We may see some facilities in Malaysia that are not being taken care of on the maintenance. On the other hand, venues and facilities that lacks of jogging tracks, biking tracks, halls for indoor games are most likely the cause of people are not taking sports seriously. I'm safely to say that the quality of life and happiness of the Malaysian society largely depends on not only income high income earners and good jobs, but not on the sport and recreational outlets. um, and moving on to the fourth policy, which is the expansion of super sports such as air gliding, hot air balloon, boat sailing, car racing, go-karts, dirt biking, and four-wheel drive adventures, and also monster truck events. Event management companies play a crucial part in promoting these super sport events all the year round, and these super sports should have been grown in a bigger scale as they are popular amongst the youth, and government or companies NGO should promote as it can contribute to the Malaysian sports and also gross in economies. The fourth policy, which is the implementation of 1S policy in schools, meaning one student, one sport. This policy works well in schools all over Malaysia as it encourages students, children, and youth to have a healthy lifestyle. The crucial elements here are the availability of sports instructors and the provision sports facility in every school. Lastly, the sixth policy is issued to ICT and mobile application in sports management, and this policy issue concern with ICT utilization in disseminating knowledge and skills of various types of sports among children and youth. In disseminating information of sports facilities or events or seminars, ICT improves accessibility and expand the digital environment to the field of sports and physical education. It's not only let the user to earn knowledge, it also helps to connect and communicate with the world. It brings changes and reforms to pedagogy of physical education and sports. Therefore, in the current study, the researcher of this ICT tends to discuss about some of the popular used ICT tools in the field of sports and physical education to encourage people to take sports seriously. Alright, moving on to the next question, which is I would like to talk about the biggest esport tournament in Malaysia, which is Malaysia's esport festival, and it is hosted by the Ministry of Youth and Sports Malaysia itself, with the Swot analysis. This sparks joy to the esports gamers as the Ministry Youth and Sports provide prizes and venues that are world-class venues throughout the whole campaign or tournament. There are many esport games that are contested, such as Valorant, PUBG, Mobile Legends, and more, and many more. Before I would like to tell more on that, I would like to talk about the strengths of the esports tournament, which are there are many core strengths in the esports, such as the exposure. Exposure meaning you will meet and play with people of all ages and races. And it connects with people. This can lead to making new relationship bonds with people, and the esport players gain social and emotional learning skills as they establish teams, develop mentorships, collaborate and compete amongst others who may not otherwise interact with one another. Coming together to play, teach, discover and enjoy time together builds relationships, opens means of socialization and improves one's spirit. Like any team, players must work together to overcome obstacles and failure, right? Which helps to develop grit and perseverance. They also must be willing to adapt to changes quickly and try new tactics, encourage the teamwork. Yes. Other than that, new educational programs such as diploma and degrees are widely available for the esports community, and continuing the education courses in video games design, esport management and entrepreneurship. Uh, Animation also can be as a career in the esports field. This can lead to improving graduation rates, and one of the esport team in Malaysia, which is Todak, has been providing sponsors and programs for the youth to enhance their skill in managing esports and also work with their team. Lastly, I would like to talk about the weakness of this esport, which is first and foremost, which is the health living advocacy, which is esport has a reputation for encouraging lazy health and fitness habits, which is eating poorly, sitting on a chair, staring at a computer screen for many consecutive hours. This is a huge problem, alright? This is a huge problem for the industry and makes parents very nervous when their kids show interest in esports. We also need to take into account on sleep disturbance, as many people who engage excessively with online gaming, especially the esport players who join big tournaments, have been reported facing difficulty in sleeping. So this activity seriously needs to be monitored before it becomes detrimental to one's sleep schedule. Moving on to the sports and recreational programs that can lead to a career in one's life. In my point of view, for the sports and recreation programs can lead to the pathway of career that helps the community and provide essential wellness for the people. There are many college programs that teaches students about the fundamentals in topics such as sports management, physical fitness, and event planning. Generally, students who enrolled in this degree program take courses in topics such as management, marketing management, sports medicine, event coordination, biology, and many more. Students who took a degree in sport and recreation management gets a wide range of careers such as a physical education teacher in schools, recreation manager, park manager, and also marketing director. This allows people to make wide range of decision in the career that they want to choose from. Uh, right. Moving on to the conclusion, which is in conclusion, these sports and recreation programs develop strong social bonds and are safer places, and the people who live in them are generally healthier and happier than places where physical activity isn't a priority. Sport and recreation build stronger, healthier, happier, and safer communities and tend to develop skills like leadership, teamwork, patience, competitiveness, and determination of success. That is all for me. My name is Swot, and thank you.